Hello, hi everyone. This is Kiran, and today we are going to talk about how to assign any teammate to a ticket, and then how to mention that teammate in comment and in the description section. And also we'll see how to start a sprint, customize the dates to any length of the duration you want to, and then also end the sprint and check the reports. So let's begin with assigning a teammate. So let's go and start on with the first story which we have, which is registration. So when we just click on the name of that particular story, section on the right side of the page opens up with the elaboration. So we can just go scroll down and we can assign this in this. So let's say we have some teammates now, if you remember. So what we can do, we'll go in the assignee section, and we will mark the team name as, let's say, we had somebody with the name Preeti, so I'll just assign it to Preeti, and that's how we assign. So we can go to login story and assign it to somebody else. Let's say I assign it to, here we go, in the assignee section, and I assign it to KI. So this is the reporter, and rest others are the person whom we have added in the team. So that's how we assign tickets to people, and the moment we assign, you can see the initials here reflecting. So the ones which is having no initials are the tickets which are unassigned, which are in an unassigned state. So it's good practice to assign all the tickets to somebody, and not good practice, it's mandatory to assign all the tickets to somebody, because it should be on somebody's plate. So that's where we go. And then there is something called QA batch. Just a second. It actually takes the initial, it takes the name, not the email address. So I have to just Jishi, if you remember Jishi, I will assign it to Jishi. Okay, so here we go, and we can do it for few more. Here we go. So here, so I'm assigning the tickets which are there in this sprint. Anyways, so after assigning, what we can do, we can go to one of the tickets. Let's say I open this ticket, dev of login, into so it is OH9, so I can just click on it and it will open in a new tab. So we can see here it opened up. Now what we have to do is, let's say I want to mention the person's some person's name in the description, so I can write @Preeti, so the person can be tagged here in the description. Kindly so this is not comment, so description, maybe in the description we can actually write development task. So maybe if the development lead is trying to talk to or trying to mention that person in the description, it's possible. So I did it. We can also add or mention people in the comment that we have already seen, that @Jishi, please resolve this, please test it, or something, sorry. So that's how we can mention a person in the comment. Now let's go back to the backlog page and start our sprint. Okay, so how do we start a sprint? We have to just click on start sprint here. So we have to achieve 32 story pointers and at the end of the sprint. So number of days we can decide, or number of hours or minutes, whatever. So start sprint, when we do a new window or new pop-up opens up which is having 10 issues will be included in the sprint. So total number of issues including the stories, tasks and bugs are 10. So we can name the sprint as per our choice. So here it's by default OH sprint 1. OH is the key of the project which we created, orange HRM. Duration default which is chosen is 2 weeks. You can change this duration, and sprint goal is to, you have to mention what you want to achieve at the end of the sprint. Let's say develop and test registration, login, dashboard and leave pages. So these are the goals which we're going to achieve as a part of the sprint. Now we'll go to the duration and click on custom. So custom duration means we can modify the length, which is ideally selected as 2 weeks. So we want to modify it to, let's say, just 5 minutes, right? So it's 5:50 p.m. IST. So 20th April 5:48 is selected here. I'll change it to 5:50, which is the current time. So hang on. Okay, so we don't have the option to. So what I can do, I can just change this to 2 weeks again, and then go back to custom. If it's okay, it's not taking the default time, no problem. So what we can do, we can change the end date first of all. So let the end date be today's date itself, which is 20th of April. I'll change the month and we'll make it as 20th of April. And what is the time when we want to end this? So let's say we want to end it at 5:55 p.m. So just 5 minutes sprint I am creating just to show you the demo. Okay, so if I just write 5:55, there's no option to, I'm trying to edit it if possible, but it's not editable. So 5:55 p.m. Okay. So we have to select from here itself, it seems, because it's not taking anything which I'm writing myself. So 5:30 p.m. is something which I can select from the list, I can see. So what I will do, I'll select 5:30 for now. Okay, it took, oh sorry, not 5:30, 6 p.m. sorry. So 6 p.m. is something which is option which I can choose, and then I can start the sprint. Okay, so I've started on the sprint. Yeah, so you can see here the sprint started, so we can start progressing the tickets onto in progress and then in done. So if we do regular work, it will be showing us good curve in the burn down chart. So what we can do, we can keep moving the tickets. In the meanwhile, we can learn some concepts. So we have some 10 minutes. So one ticket I'll move to done in the first minute, and then I can just, so the progress will be logged only in the done status, right? Hang on. As the time is progressing, we should keep moving the tickets from one status to another status to show a regular progress. So what I can do is I can just drag and drop tickets from to do to in progress to done. So this usually happens when you are changing the statuses. Instead of dragging dropping, what we do is, let's say we are here on this ticket, so it's, I'll just refresh and see what is the current status. Just hang on. What is the current status of the ticket? So if you can see here, so the board keeps on, you can see the number of people who are accessing the board, and then we can also search for issues from here in the board. Then you can see it is in to do, so it's OH9. okay, OH9 is in to do. So from here, if I change the status to in progress and go back to the board, it will be changed. The status is getting changed there. Okay, so that's how the board works, changing of status. Now what we can do, everything is linked to the epic. So now if, let's say, in the board I want to search for bugs which are from the exploratory testing, so I can do that using labels. Okay, so that's the beauty of labels. Label will be useful to us whenever we want to do some advanced searches. right? So here in this, just a second, in this board you can see we have moved some 2 tickets to done. I can move the 3rd ticket also to done. Also, let's say I want to search for a bug. What happened? Yeah, so 3 tickets are in done and we have some 5 minutes left. So what we can do, we can move more tickets to in progress, because we have to finish some 10 user stories, 10 issues in this sprint, right? So here we go. Fine. So at the same time, let's say I want to search for exploratory bug, and the second label which is available is leave section. So I can just click on exploratory bug. So in that case, I'll get the bug which is having the label exploratory bug. So that's how label can be useful, right? Searching here and also in the advanced search, which I'll show you later on. Now I can also search based on, let's say I want to see how many tasks are there, or maybe how many stories are there. So whatever you want to check, you can check using the searches available options in the searches or search options available in the board part. Now we can also check if we have different epics. So let's say for this epic, we can check what all tickets is associated with this epic. So if we have multiple epics and we have a board which is having projects from multiple epics, that also segregation we can do, right? So we can see the time is moving on and we only have 3 minutes left. So what we can do is we can keep moving the tickets from to do to in progress to done, right? So I am just, the only 2 minutes are left. Sorry, still 3 minutes are left, but we have 2 tickets in the in progress, so which will be moving in the done in the next minute, and then we can close the sprint, complete the sprint, and see the status, right? That we can do. Now in the meanwhile, so these are the people who on whose name the tickets are assigned here. So there are unassigned people, or we can add people also from here. So let's say I just click on this. So if I want to add more people and change and set their rules accordingly, let's say I want to add Kiran, another Kiran. So I added this person. Let me add. Okay, so I can. Okay, the project rules aren't editable on the free version. So yeah, we are not on the paid version of Jira, right? We are on the trial version, so we cannot actually edit the project rules here. So no problem. So I've just added these 2 people. So these people will also be added here. Okay, so new people, this and this are added to the project. You can also add teammates and manage their accesses to the project settings. So you remember we have created team in the last session, so we can add them to the orange team also. Right, now let's we have only 1 minute left. So what I'm doing, 2 minutes left, so I'm moving one more ticket here in this minute, and in the next minute I'll move the last ticket, and then we can complete the sprint and see. Now in the board, just have a look on this. I'll just cross this, and then you can see the project name is Orange HRM. This is the name of the sprint, OH sprint 1, and then we have of course the people name and the search box. Like I want to search some keyword, let's say I want to search leave or something. So any ticket associated with this word, having this word, will be shown here. So I'll just cross it, and I'll move the last ticket also to done in the last minute, and then I can complete the sprint the moment we reach to the last minute. I can just complete it now also, like 1 minute beyond, 1 minute ahead of the time. So if I do complete sprint, okay, fine, I'm just completing the sprint, and that's where we land up finishing of the sprint. Now here I am again in the backlog page, and you can see here that we have the remaining issues which we did not select as a part of the first sprint, which are listed here. Now we can select these and start on the second sprint, or maybe create more issues and start on the second sprint. So that's how the backlog tab works. Now I have to show you how to see the reports. Now you can see that there is no report option available here. So for that we have to learn how to use the project setting options, and from there we'll switch on the report options and we can go to the burn down chart and see that. So we'll do that in the next session. Till then, goodbye.